Welcome back to On the Couch with Brent at Happy Folk Stellenbosch. This morning, very excited morning because I've got Captain Matt Gray for Marty's Rugby. Matt, thank you so much for joining me this morning. What an exciting time to be alive. It is Varsity Cup 2024. You, of course, are the captain for Marty's Rugby. But before I go into all the games so far this year, can you maybe just journey with us a little bit back to your high school years for Rondebosch High School?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been in Rondebosch my whole life. That's where I went to school, even from grade R up until matric.
Yes.
High school was where things really started to happen for me. I'd call myself a B team player for most of my school career. And then grade 10 was where I really decided to pitch up and actually start like giving it my all. And that's when I sort of made it into A teams and then first team. And so the story goes.
Were you also captain for Rondebosch during especially your matric years?
So I've always been like a leader in the team in some sense. Running the forwards and especially lineouts, my area of expertise. In my matric year, I was vice captain for most of the season. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And was the number 5 always your position, or was there other position as well that you played?
So I've always bounced around between 4 or 5, depending on what the team needed at that stage. I think in my heart, I belong on the wing.
Oh wow, really?
I think every lock believes that that's where he belongs, but I think physically, I'm right where I should be.
Matthew, captain for Marty's rugby team, Varsity Cup 2024, in the leadership position. What does it mean to you leading the boys this year?
You know, I think being the captain for Marty's is such an honor just for anyone, no matter where you come from. But for me especially, being an English guy coming to Stellenbosch, predominantly Afrikaans, gaining the respect from my teammates to be able to be put in that leadership position, it means so much more that I can actually put words to.
Fantastic. Matthew, majority of the games of Varsity Cup 2024 almost done and dusted. What a journey. Can you take us through that journey from NW, not the start that we wanted, but of course the boys bounced back after the IKS game, UJ, Wits as well, and UWC.
Yeah, so obviously not the start we wanted. I mean, everyone would love to win all their games, but in recent Varsity Cup history, that's just not how it goes. I think everyone that's won in the last 3 or 4 years has lost at least one game for winning in the final.
Yeah.
But I think that loss actually did our squad a lot of good.
Yes.
It's sort of that wake-up call that we needed. Obviously, we came into this competition with a lot of confidence, and then we realized that it's not going to be, teams aren't just going to roll over for us. We're going to actually make it work. So I think in terms of our squad mentality, that did us a lot of good more than bad. And yeah, the games that we've had since then have all gone very well. I mean, hard-fought win against Ikes at the Green Mile.
Yes.
Always tough, especially in the conditions.
Yeah, especially the second half. Playing against the wind.
Against the wind, I think we spent probably about 80% of that half in our own 22. So that was a massive game, like confidence builder especially in our defense for the boys. Then a couple nice games against Wits in the rain, UJ at home again. And now the recent one, Shimla's away, massive confidence booster. To be able to beat Shimla's in Bloem, one of the hardest places to win when you're away, is massive confidence booster for the boys.
That Shimla's game, how important was that win?
No, I think that's not just showed us, but it showed everyone else in the competition that we can win away. And no matter where this competition ends, where the finals or semis are played, we're a force to be reckoned with. So I think it struck a bit of fear in the rest of the teams, or at least we're hoping it did. And it definitely showed our team that like we can do this no matter what the circumstances are.
Absolutely fantastic. Matthew, 2 more questions. Like, what is it like for you to play at the Donny Craven Stadium in front of 17,000 spectators? How special is that?
Yeah, no, I think I've often said this when we travel, that the DC is better than any stadium that is in the Varsity Cup. There really isn't anywhere else that can compare, not just because the facilities are above everything else, but the fans as well are just, I mean, they're there to watch the rugby. They're there to scream as loud as they can and support the boys as much as possible. Coming from high school, you maybe perform against a couple thousand, 3,000 or 4,000 people, maybe on a big day, it's like 5 or 6. But to perform in front of 17 and even when it's semis and finals gets closer to 20,000, it's truly special. Yeah.
Phenomenal. Matthew, one more last game before the semi-finals. How's the spirit like among the boys right now?
No, the spirit it's actually incredible to see. There's such team cohesion. There's no cliques in our group. Everyone's sort of willing to.
One big family.
Yeah, I mean, that's been our goal.
Yes.
Certainly my goal as captain this year is to create a group where everyone's welcome, everyone's wanting to play for the team. So I feel like you get so much more out of the boys, and we're going to see that in these last 3 games, just how much our team has grown together and how much we're willing to fight for each other.
Matt, thank you so much for joining me today. All the best with the last game, of course, and semis. I believe we're going to get a final as well. I'm going to challenge you now to a game of darts. It's probably brought to us by Happy Folks. What's up for grabs? It is a pizza. All right, so cool. We are at the game section at Happy Folks Stellenbosch with me, Brendt, on the couch with Brendt. I'm challenging Captain Matt. Matt, are you ready? I'll go first. Whoever gets a bullseye wins.
Let's do this.
Ah. So that's a wrap on the couch with me, Brendt, at Happy Folks Stellenbosch. Matt, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, man. Catch you again next time. See you. Ciao. On the couch with Brendt.